Again, I would say like I'm tough on myself. I think there's a lot of mistakes that I made. I don't want to make too many excuses, but there was a bit of a weird build up as well. And I always try to just stay focused on what I need to get done. But I had a few issues I needed to kind of overcome in the build up to the fight, and yeah, got to the fight and just wasn't quite myself in there. For me, it just motivated me a bit more. Obviously, I was still able to kind of exactly what I said was going to happen in as much as Ian said he's this level of a striker, he's this fast. He didn't want to strike with me, like, and I tell people the same thing all the time. When I'm bouncing around in front of you, it's a very different game. And he went for a different plan. Again, there's a couple of decisions during the fight that I could have made and done better to maybe scrape the result, but it's just not me. Like, I'd prefer to go and get a big finish, and I wanted to knock him out. So yeah, like I got a lot to adjust and adapt to, but I'm super motivated to get back. Obviously, it's nice to hear people kind of rooting for me. But regardless, I didn't perform well, so I wouldn't if I somehow managed to get the winner, I wouldn't have been happy with that anyway. If it was somehow a draw, I still wouldn't have been happy with that. Like, regardless, it's always about I focus on me, and I did not perform the way I should have performed. I made so many mistakes, just silly things, and yeah, so I wouldn't have been happy with that. And for me, I lost the fight. That's the reality of it, and that is, regardless of what everyone's saying, that is where I'm like, yep, I should have done, X, Y, Z, and I'm just eager to get back in. He went for a certain game plan, but it was something that I expected. It's something that I've spoken about to yourself and other people, that no matter what people say, when they how good they claim to be as a striker, when they stand in front of me, everything changes. They go for plan Z, and I say that every single time I'm going to fight someone that is claimed to be a credible striker. Every single time, and the same thing happens every single time. They turn into wrestlers, they turn into jiu-jitsu artists, and I just was making so many errors in those areas which I would normally not, and it's annoying because it's obviously an area that a lot of people they always look to try and exploit me in those areas, and I know I'm way better in like my wrestling and jiu-jitsu, and it just didn't kind of come out. So a lot of mistakes were just made in those spaces there. But like I said, it just means doubling down, tightening up in those areas, and it just means when I get to that level that I know I'm going to get to very soon, nobody has a chance. It means you're going to be forced to fight me in stand-up, and that's not a place that anybody wants to be.
Do you think he could be a champion?
Not at all. No. Because if that's the game you're going to go when you get a decent striker, then Leon's going to kill you anyway. Then Shabkat's going to kill you anyway. There's a few guys in there that I just don't see him surpassing.